Oh man, this week on Strong Arm Sports Podcast, Celtics are on an 11-game win streak. LaParis, I feel like you and I both have been a tad bit disrespectful to the Celtics.
We have.
We keep saying we don't care what they do. We still think that conference belongs to LeBron James. Is it time for us to reevaluate?
We supposed to be the losers, but we winning though. They used to laugh at us, now we grinning though. They used to tell me never in my lifetime. I guess they wasn't in their right mind. Underdog.
What's going on, folks? Welcome to a brand new exciting episode of Strong Arm Sports Podcast, the realest sport podcast in all the land.
True.
In all the land.
True.
If you guys are new to the show, man, I'm going to tell you what we do. We're going to wrap up the previous weekend sports in dramatic fashion, man. No sugarcoat, no biases, just the strong arm truth. I'm one half of the show. I go by the name of K-Spade the Prospect.
And I'm your boy @Paris57, and together we form Strong Arm Sports Spade.
Yes, sir.
Bro, we got a great show for these guys. Got a lot of things to talk about, so I'm going to jump right into it. Let's get it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I want to start with the NFLs, babe. Let's start over there. You good with that? I mean, I know that's not where you want to be, but that's where we started.
We'll say the best for last. I'm good with that.
Oh, Lord. Yeah. See what I'm saying? You know what? I'm going to get them back later in the show, ladies and gentlemen. Just pump your brakes. Just be easy.
No, we won't.
Spade, I want to start in the NFL. We're going to take a ride to Green Bay. We're going to talk Green Bay Packers. If you guys didn't know, this is not about A.A. Ron. We all know he out for the season, but we want to talk. The Green Bay Packers waived Martellus Bennett, and he got claimed by the Patriots. But Spade, if you guys didn't know, Green Bay ended up waiving Martellus Bennett because of, they said he failed to disclose an injury, a shoulder injury that he had last year that he brought into this season. He failed to disclose that to the team, so they waived him. They are trying, if you guys didn't know, to recoup some of that signing bonus. I don't think they're going to be able to get that. But Spade, I got to get your thoughts on this situation. What the hell is going on in Green Bay?
Hey, I was just as lost about this whole thing as you was. But the one good thing about this situation, if it's anybody in the league that ain't going to pull any punches, if it's anybody in the league that's going to give you the strong arm truth, it's them Bennett brothers. So all you got to do is follow Martellus Bennett, and if nothing else, you'll get his side of the story. Now, if you can believe my parents told me it's 3 sides to every story. It's your side, it's their side, and it's the truth. So both sides probably going to change a little bit. But, man, and let me tell you, I kind of stalked Martellus Bennett's social, and let me tell you some of the things he got. Now, I got some quotes here. If we give you the strong arm truth, but this boy Martellus, he might be a sailor, so I'm going to clean it up a little bit, all right? And I'm going to try not to make this too long. I'm going to just try to hit on the high points. First of all, he posted on this social that he thought he would retire at the end of the season. So keep that in mind as I go through this thing. Hold up. My computer is being a fool right now. All right, so he said, the Packers examined my shoulder on my visit March 10th, and they cleared it. They even gave me an x-ray as well. It got worse during the season, specifically against the Cowboys. So I asked to have it checked, and we checked it. After a few days of contemplating to play or get surgery, I chose surgery. Now here we are. He come back and said they tried to F me over. Dr. McKenzie trying to cover his own ass after trying to persuade me to play through a major injury and choosing to get surgery. He says, they have access to all my medical records. My shoulder wasn't where it is now at the beginning of the season. I effed it up playing for the Packers. Dr. McKenzie didn't make me feel safe and was pushing me to play, which I thought was weird. Not that he was trying to get me to play through it, but the way he was saying things, I didn't trust him. So I got 3 other opinions from doctors who all said I needed to get it fixed. So I decided to do that. After they decided to waive me and give me this bull-ass excuse, failure to disclose. Every week we do a body evaluation sheet in the weight room, and pretty much every week I circle my shoulder, but I kept playing and it got worse. During the bye week, I got off of anti-inflammatories to clean my system, and I could really feel the pain. I asked to examine it my first day back in, and that's when we found out it was really effed up. They knew. They panicked, thinking I was trying to go on IR and be on their books next year. When I mentioned that I would possibly retire. So they tried to F me before they thought I would F them. This is all about money. So I'm going to tell you, he says, I had intentions of playing the 8 games, as mentioned in the post, during the bye week, but I found out my shoulder was worse than it initially was, and now I'm like, F it, I'm choosing my health over their team. Now, LaParis, I know you got some more news that's going to make this thing weird because apparently when Martellus got to the Patriots, maybe the shoulder didn't hurt as bad or something.
Spade, the crazy thing is, first of all, I want to believe that, first of all, for the Packers to say that he didn't disclose the injury, where were the Packers at? You sign a guy, I mean, most of the time, I'm doing quote fingers over here, Spade, most of the time, you get a physical. So if they felt his shoulder...
Yes, sir.
If they felt his shoulders, according to Martellus, they gave him a physical and he passed with his shoulder. So if you signed the guy and an X-ray, so if you pass the guy, why would you come out now and say, "Oh, he failed to disclose an injury"? Like, why didn't you do? If you feel like that, why didn't you do your due diligence and further examine more? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. I don't play one on TV. This ain't ER. I don't know what they do. Why didn't you look into it more before you gave him this contract? I just don't understand that from the Packers end. Now on the Patriot end, this is typical Patriots now.
Now this is what they do.
This is what they do. They let a guy go. They did this to LeGarrette Blount. They let a guy go. He went to Pittsburgh. They ended up not working out with Pittsburgh. He came back, got LeGarrette Blount back for the cheap. And that's exactly what they're going to do right here. Now, as far as the shoulder not being as bad, that's weird to me, Spade. That is really weird to me. Now, the crazy thing about the Patriots is they'll put every single person on the injury list, even if it's every week. Like maybe it's a headache. So I don't know if this is the typical Patriots saying, you know what, it's bad, but it's not as bad as they saying, or I don't know what's going on in that situation, but. It was really weird to me. But as soon as the Packers ended up cutting Martellus Bennett, I said, watch him go back to the Patriots. This is what New England does all the time. They do this all the time, and I expected it. I'm interested to see. I know he's not playing this Sunday coming up, but I'm interested to see what happens during the rest of the season, because I mean, it's guys dropping in New England like flies. If I'm not mistaken, Hogan's not even playing this week. They got a lot of injuries at skill positions. So if Martellus Bennett is able to play, maybe not this week, but the upcoming weeks, then I think he's going to help those guys. I mean, it's just weird that the shoulder could not be as hurt as it was. I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird situation.
The whole thing is weird, but I mean, if you Green Bay. First of all, man, we know what goes. I mean, we don't know exactly, but we've all heard stories of what goes on behind the scenes as far as teams trying to protect their brand and protect their assets and get players to play through injuries and maybe even cover up injuries. And I'm not saying that's what's going on out here in Green Bay. But one thing is for sure, I don't really feel like they should be able to recoup anything because at the same time,
I don't think they get it.
You gotta hold your medical staff accountable. If somebody came by and they pulled the you know what I'm saying, the bait and hook, whatever you call it, the hook, bait and switch, or whatever it's called. If they was able to trick your medical staff, you need to get some better medical staff in there. So, I mean, I don't know what's going on with Martellus or whether or not his shoulder's really hurt. I know he's the last person you don't really want to try to get one by on him because he's a very vocal guy that uses his platform.
And I don't think he have any reason to lie. I mean, he gave you games. He said, we circled this sheet. I mean, all you got to do is just pull the receipts, as the young kids say, pull the receipts. Exactly. So if he's saying, if you go back and check this slip that they do every week and shoulder is circled, I don't think this guy have any reason to lie. I don't think they will get any money back from Martellus Bennett, but we'll see. But I'm interested to see how it goes forward this season with the Patriots with Martellus Bennett.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and move forward, man, from one injury to another. And LaParis, I think you and I both have been mentioning. I saw you tweet about it, and I was talking with some friends about it. This season has been one, and I know football is a gladiator sport. We all know.
Talk about it, Spade.
Grief, bro.
Yeah.
Injuries left and right. So another name to add to the list is Seattle Seahawks cornerback Richard Sherman, who tore his Achilles in this past week's game. And I'm not even a Seahawks fan because for a long time the Seahawks were the NFL's version of what Golden State is now. There was a franchise that was always around, could never really get over the hump. They had a loyal following, but it was small. And as soon as they turned the corner and kind of got good, everybody and their mom is now a fan. And everybody was part of the 12th man, and I got so sick of seeing that damn line rain everywhere.
At Alabama,
it was annoying. Yeah, and it's kind of quiet in Seattle nowadays, man. Like, some of them bandwagon fans, they done fell off the side of that shit. I don't see them. It's very quiet. But with that being said, it's easier for me to kind of feel bad for this team now that they ain't got so many vocal fake ass fans. And I feel bad for Richard Sherman. I feel bad for this whole team, man, because they just can't get right this year. The offensive line is beat up and seems to be getting worse, even though they tried to make a smart move on getting Brown out there. But Sherman goes down with an injury that's going to end this season for him, man. And I know you probably want to speak on injuries in general, but I also want to ask you, like, what's next for the Seahawks? Like, do they just take it in this season or what? What do you do?
The crazy thing is they just got Brown, and Brown went down with an injury, Spade. Like, It just got him, and he went out with an injury. It's just crazy.
And I think he was having some injury issues in Houston too. Am I right?
Yeah, he did. He had some injury issues in Houston, but I mean, it was one of. If this right here wasn't necessarily his fault, it was one of those plays when, the lineman is blocking, and then the lineman get his leg and ankle rolled up on. He hurt his ankle, which is just unfortunate because he was having a great game that game when he got hurt. But just for Richard Sherman, this sucks, bro. It sucks. Terrible. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think I read something that said Richard Sherman hasn't missed a game in 7 years, which is just amazing playing football at that high of a level. Now, right now, the Seahawks...
And as physically as Sherman plays it, man. He's a physical DB.
Yeah, he is, definitely. Always, press, good with the run, definitely great with the pass. He's just a great all-around corner. Seahawks right now sit at 6-3. Rams at 6-2. I still think
the Seahawks
I still think they can win this division, Spade. I think they can win this division. If I'm not mistaken, I think they got to play the Rams again, which could be one of those games.
That's an L.
You think it's an L, Spade?
Yeah, because if Gurley is still running, man, Gurley been looking like he back.
Let me look at the Seahawks schedule real quick. I'm pulling it up now, Spade. Let me see. Okay, so they just played Arizona. They got Atlanta. Ooh. They got Atlanta. They got San Fran. That's a dub. They got Philly. That's going to be a tough out.
That's an L.
Spade. They got Jacksonville at Jacksonville. So they got to come from the West Coast
That's an L.
all the way to the Southeast. They going all the way down bottom. Then they got.
You never know. Bortles might throw him one. You never know what you're going to do.
You're right. Bortles will throw you one or two.
He'll give you one. Yeah.
Then they got LA, but they home. Seahawks are home. Then they got Dallas. Then they got Arizona again. I still think they can fight and win this division. I think they can stay in the hunt. Even with losing
that back nine tough, bro.
It is.
That back nine is tough.
It is. Even with losing a guy like Sherman, I think they can still be in contention to compete for that division. I mean, I don't know if we have. I can't remember, Spade. Have we really talked in depth about the Rams on this show? Maybe we need to talk about the Rams, but I don't know if either of us really believe the Rams as of yet. We'll talk about that at a later date. I think Seattle can still compete. As far as injuries, Spade, let me speak on this and then I'm going to let you go. I tweeted on Twitter, man. I don't think I've ever seen as many Achilles injuries that we've been seeing over the past couple of years. And I tweeted, I think it's because of this artificial turf, Spade. I understand why these teams got artificial turf. It's like running on carpet. Players are faster on that, that turf, that fake surface. But I think that is part of the problem. I don't remember, and I could be wrong. I was a little kid when a lot of these teams had grass. Maybe I wasn't watching it as closely, but I just feel like you don't get these type of injuries on grass that you get on this artificial turf. They are.
What about the Zach Miller injury?
Playing
was
on
that grass or turf?
Huh?
What about Zach Miller's injury? Was that grass or turf? That was grass, right?
No, that was turf, Spade.
That was turf?
That was turf. The crazy thing is, I don't think they not only are they playing on artificial turf, they are practicing on artificial turf. I don't know, Spade. Maybe I'm reaching. Somebody let me know in the comment section down below. But I think a lot of these injuries. I mean, we have seen more guys with non-contact injuries this year than I think ever. It's Achilles, ACLs, and these guys they are dropping like flies with these Achilles and knee injuries. What is going on? And I think it has a lot to do with this artificial turf. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm reaching. But I'm telling you, I don't remember injuries like this on grass. I don't. Let me know. What do you think about that, Spade?
One of the first injury that pops in my mind, one of the most unfortunate, gruesome injuries I saw that was on grass, Miami running back Greg Super, is it Craig or Greg? Look, I'm going to mess it up. Super Cooper on a kick return. All he did was plant, and it was a sloppy field, was kind of wet. I think they said that the local high school had a championship game that previous night, so the field was a little bit worn, and it just tore his knee up. He never really came back to be the same. So I feel like the injuries, I kind of feel like some of the fields that was grass fields, the maintenance that went into keeping it at a high level was also causing some problems. Like, I feel like if you can have a well-maintained grass field, that's best. But I think if I don't know, man. I've just seen gruesome injuries on both sides. I almost wonder if, and this is not fair for me to say because I don't have the stats behind it, but with modern training, man, some of the training regimens, some of the supplements these guys are taking, it just makes me wonder if maybe I don't know. I don't know what it is, but you're talking about Achilles injuries, and that's definitely one thing. But injuries in general, man, good
it's
grief.
through the roof.
It's just been people falling left and right. And you and I, as gamers, we get mad at Madden. Like, damn, everybody's getting hurt. It's not this many injuries. Well, who knows? Madden might have had it right.
Might got it right.
It is crazy this year. Crazy.
I just feel, I just feel bad for Richard Sherman. Richard Sherman is definitely one of those tough guys, emotional leader. I mean, the Seahawks have a lot of those type of guys, those emotional leaders. I mean, Cam Chester, you'll see them going at each other, which, a lot of people in the media make a big deal out of it. But, Spade, me and you argue all the time. And, I mean, we back like we never left, like, instantly. And, those guys seem to have that type of brotherhood on that team, and it just sucks. Earl Thomas was already out with injury, definitely not out for the season, but he didn't play the last game. And not to lose Richard Sherman for the season, that just sucks, man.
They still got a banged up O-line, man.
They do,
and that's
man.
The biggest problem with that team this year is the O-line. The running attack is non-existent. And Russell Wilson is running around like a chicken with no head on. And, yeah, I know he's always been good at that. But, I mean, I feel like he's running around more this year than we've seen him do in previous years. And it's just that offensive line can't protect him. If the defense can't really get stops. And I'm not saying they won't be able to without Sherman, but it's definitely going to impact what they can do on the defensive side of the ball. I'm curious to see how things turn out for him. I'm saying the back nine like we talking golf, but the second half of their schedule isn't an easy cakewalk schedule.
It's going to be tough.
So I'm going to be paying close attention to see what happened with these guys, bro.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. And, I mean, they can't even get a solid run. I mean, they can't block. They can't pass block. Usually if an O-line be like, they pretty bad in pass block, it's because they want to run block. They want a physical O-line. They want to pass block. I mean, they want to run block. They can't even get the run game really going, man. TJ Procise just went out with another injury again. And now it ain't the other. Now it's the other ankle. The ankle that was hurt that had him out. Now it's the other ankle, which is they just can't get out their own way with these injuries, man.
Yeah, it's tough.
And the crazy thing, they still pulling out victories. That's why I still believe in them. Long as they keep, I mean, that O-line got to do a better job. But long as they can keep Russell Wilson upright, I think they'll be all right. I think they can still win that division. Spade.
We'll see. Yes, sir.
All right, let's move on. And I want to take it here, Spade, and I'm asking you, I got my prayer hands together, Spade. I'm asking you for no trolling. I'm asking you for no trolling. I want you to keep
I take my job seriously, bro.
Okay,
I take my job seriously.
But I want to take it to Indianapolis. I want to take it to the Indianapolis. I want to talk Andrew Luck and the coach. The coach decided to shut Andrew Luck down for the rest of this season, Spade. And I got a couple questions for you.
Go.
Andrew Luck. And I know a lot of people have a lot of different issues with Andrew Luck. He holds the ball too long. I think Andrew Luck is still a great quarterback. I don't think they surrounded Andrew Luck with a solid O-line, a good run game at all. I don't think Indianapolis did their job to help Andrew Luck succeed up there. Now, if you disagree, please leave it in the comment section down below. But Spade, I want to ask you, Andrew Luck hurt. They shut him down for the season. I gotta ask, do you think this is the coach's fault? Like, are the Indianapolis coach ruining Andrew Luck's career by what they putting around him, not protecting this guy, just the injuries that this guy suffered, like a punctured lung, spleen all jacked up. Now it's a shoulder. Like, did they ruin Andrew Luck's career, Spade?
What do you think?
I want to say.
You want me to go?
They are 65% accountable, Spade. At least 60 to 70% accountable. At least.
We just got through saying it's a gladiator sport, bro.
It is.
Get hurt.
They do. But you want to know what? When you draft a guy this high, I mean, we seen a guy like David Carr get sacked damn near 100 times in a season, Spade. And David Carr, we don't know if people want to say David Carr was a bust, but we can't honestly say that. When you get sacked 100 times, like that's pretty much ruining your career. Like he became like, he was gun shy, like he was scared in that pocket because he'd been hit so many times. So you can't necessarily say that guy was a bust, in my opinion, because he was set up to fail with the Houston Texans. It was a wow. failure from the rip. And I feel like I want to give the coach credit because they drafted O-line. They didn't pick good O-linemen. I think some of it got to do with coaching. They never gave him a run game. They made him pass 40, 50 times a game.
They gave him Frank Gore.
I mean,
excellent runner.
You want to talk about the back nine? They got Frank Gore on the back nine. They got him at the end of his career. I mean,
well, I feel what you're saying, but I disagree.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you why I disagree. First of
no
all,
trolling.
I'm not trolling.
Okay.
I take my job seriously, bro. I take my job seriously. First of all, the year that Andrew Luck was drafted, it was another top-notch quarterback. The debate was which one of these guys should go first, right. Which one of these guys will have a tremendous career. And if it's anybody that missed that era, his name was Robert Griffin III. If you want to look at these two guys in their rookie seasons, RG3 had a phenomenal rookie season. Nobody remembers it. Nobody talks about him. They pretty much look at this guy like he was a bust when he wasn't. What he did, what happened to him was he got injured. The guy that they put in after his injury kind of grew support from teammates and fans alike. I believe personally RG3 felt rushed to come back. And at some point it was a disconnect. He didn't really, for whatever reason, nobody's blaming the Skins for what happened with RG3. It was terrible.
Spade,
I'm looking at Luck.
Spade, I gotta interrupt.
I blame
not
them.
True, Spade.
Who blames
because people was getting on Mike Shanahan, and they was getting on those guys because Robert Griffin and his father went in there and was like, we want to make him a pocket quarterback. And Mike Shanahan was like, I still want him to be this read option guy because, to keep the defense honest. And a lot of people blame Shanahan, Spade. They do.
Okay. And you might be right. I'm looking at 2012 draft, which is the year Andrew Luck was drafted.
Okay.
Amazing draft, bro. Amazing draft. Number 1 overall pick, Andrew Luck out of Stanford. They came right back with the pick in the second round. Number 34 overall pick, they took tight end Cody Fleener right out of Stanford. They took a quarterback and a tight end that already had chemistry, that had been playing together, and they drafted them both. Both of those guys turned out to be good pros.
Okay.
In that same year, in the third round, they came back and got Dwayne Allen. They took another tight end. So they gave him 2 weapons off rip. You know what they did later in the third round? Because they had 2 third-round picks. They got T.Y. Hilton.
Okay.
One of the greatest receivers this is all 1 year.
Yeah.
They took Vic Ballard, running back that year. They took some other guys that didn't work out. They took a guard. Now, let me tell you what they did in 2013. They said, okay, we feel like we got some offensive pieces. Let's get things right. Took a defensive end in the first round. They didn't have a second. They took a guard in the third. They took a center in the fourth. We could jump ahead to the 2014 draft. They didn't have a first-round pick. Their second-round pick went to a guard. Third-round pick, they took Dante Moncrief.
Okay.
You look at the 2015, they took Philip Dorsett. Can't go wrong taking a Miami Hurricane.
Oh, Lord.
They took a cornerback. They took a defensive end. 2015, they could have went more O-line. Maybe they thought they had some young pieces that was going to materialize, and they never did. 2016, they came back with a first pick and took a safety. It took a center. First pick of the draft, they took a center. They took him number 18 overall out of Alabama, who we know always have good offensive linemen. They took a center. 2017, they come back. I feel like you can't fault them for it not working. It wasn't like when we look at Carolina and go, shit, Carolina ain't even trying. Carolina ain't even trying. They trading assets away. We don't know what they doing. They was trying, bro. It ain't work. You can't blame them.
I said they took some O-line. They took O-linemen, and this is why I said
so we can't blame them.
I think it falls on coaching too, because you got to be able to coach these guys up. You taking all these linemen, and Andrew Luck is still getting abused back there, Spade. You got to be able to coach these guys up. That's what, Spade. They are talking about Andrew Luck possibly not even being able to play again. Ever. Like,
RG3 ain't playing no more either.
Spade, that's a little different, bro. That's a little different.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a little different, man. RG3 was a mobile guy, was running, didn't know how to properly slide, was taking crazy asses. That hit he took with a Lowy Nata really was the hit that ruined him. That hit right there ruined him. Really, it was the hit in that was the playoffs, I think it was, right? When I think they played Seattle and he got kind of got his leg rolled up on or something.
Oh yeah,
in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That hit right there. But then he came back. And that hit that he did with a Lowy Nata win, a big ass Lowy Nata threw a 380 pounds into Robert Griffin's knee, and that knee bent. That pretty much ruined Griffin right there. It was a wrap after that. It was a wrap. So RG3 most of the time RG3 got hurt. It was kind of with him being mobile, rolling out, running or something. Andrew Luck is getting bodied from the pocket, Spade. In the pocket. That's why they won. That's why most of the plays they gave Andrew Luck, they was rolling him out so he can get out of harm's way. They was trying to get him out of harm's way.
I feel like RG3 was running because staying in the pocket would have got him killed. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm telling you, man, at times it just didn't seem like the Redskins' offensive line was even interested in protecting RG3. I saw that dude get killed, and they don't even come back there and help him up off the ground.
They had a 1,600-yard rusher. Alfred Morris went for 1,600.
That's true, and they got him shipped out of there. Now he's a backup in Dallas. They ain't
starting
respect him
now.
either.
He's starting now, but
maybe. The great Houdini Zeke keeps getting out of his damn charge.
Thank God. Nah, I think it's a wrap for Zeke. But listen, man. I'm an Andrew Luck fan, and I think Andrew Luck had the potential to be one of the greats. Now I know somebody's gonna be like, "Yo, Andrew Luck hold the ball mad long," but we've seen a lot of quarterbacks that we have in that upper tier hold the ball long.
Yep,
but
that's true.
I just feel like I think a lot of it got to do with coaching. Like I said, they drafted some offensive linemen. You draft O linemen, you got to be able to coach them up. And I think I don't want to blame Pagano, but
it sounds like you blaming Chuck.
I don't know, man. I just feel bad for Andrew Luck, man, because I thought Andrew Luck had a promising career, and now they saying this guy may not even play again. Like that's just.
But you do realize though, bro, it's so many people that we can sing this story about though.
I mean,
like you can sing this same song about so many other players. So I don't want to blame this whole franchise for what really is just a series of unfortunate events. Now, if you want to say, the OCs ain't do a good enough job of designing.
Let me ask you.
You can't even say they didn't have success. T.Y. Hilton set the league on fire.
Has he ever had a solid run game? No trolling, because I know how you feel about Frank Gore. Frank Gore was amazing with San Fran. They got Frank Gore at the end of his career. But let's be honest.
I still feel like Frank Gore is a great back, but I mean.
But has Andrew Luck ever had a solid run game when you be like, you know what, we can.
What are we saying solid? Because I mean, I'm pretty sure that Gore has had a couple 900 yards. The only time he ever had a
1,000-yard rusher was Frank Gore, and that was maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, and I know Frank had a couple 900-yard seasons.
Yeah, but I mean, he never had a 1,000-yard rusher. And it's easy to get it. I don't want to say it's easy, but 1,000 yards is like 66 yards a game. I keep saying that. 66 yards a game. And I don't think Andrew Luck ever had a 1,000-yard rusher aside from Frank Gore a couple of years ago.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Insane to me.
Is it because of failure on the running backs end, or is it just because they are pass-heavy offense?
I think they're pass-heavy offense because they can't get running back in the O-line right. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. But somebody got a cake for Andrew Luck because I think Andrew Luck is becoming a battered man, and I don't feel like they never gave Andrew Luck anything close to a solid run game. The O-line they've been trying to draft O-linemen. They can't coach these guys up. I mean, Spade, they taking O-linemen in the first, second, third round. You would assume these guys have some type of talent, but I think it's coaching, bro. It got to be coaching. I could be wrong.
Do you need a Kleenex?
No. I mean, I'm a Cowboy fan.
Hey, man,
I'm a Cowboy fan.
It's a gladiator sport out here, man.
I just think they ruined.
There will be casualties.
Oh, you're right. It's always injuries.
There will be casualties. And Andrew Luck, he ain't above any of these other quarterbacks. My boy RG3 had a better rookie season. I had cast my vote for RG3 for who was going to be the best quarterback out of that class. RG3 had the better rookie season, and injuries ended his career. If injuries end Andrew Luck's career, it's just another unfortunate casualty in the gladiator sport of football. Ain't no tears shed for no Andrew Luck over here.
I think it's the coach's fault. I think it's the coach's fault.
Chuck, I got your back, Chuck.
It's about
Don't you worry about a
70%
thing.
coach's fault for not giving that guy a run game, a solid O-line, and the other. I get 30% to Andrew Luck. Maybe he do hold the ball too long. When you know you don't have a running game to depend on or rely on, and you know you got your offensive line is subpar, you got to get rid of the damn ball, Andrew Luck. So I get 30% to Andrew Luck, 70% to the team. If you disagree, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below, Spade. We can move on.
Can we finally get to what everybody comes to this show to hear us talk about?
Yeah, man, I'm emotional about Andrew Luck because I think Andrew Luck got talent, bro.
I know.
And I think
this is about you worried that you're not going to be able to put him in your top 5 next year. That's really what you're worried about. That's really what you're worried about.
Well, you ain't going to be able to put Bennett in yours either.
You're right.
We both better go find Russell Wilson or somebody. I don't know.
You ain't never lied.
Shit.
But yeah, man, everybody come to the show to hear us talk basketball, man. NBA is
Spade. That's when you're wrong, Spade. They come to this show because we here spitting them actual factuals. That's because we.
Oh, well, that's true too.
I mean,
that's true too. But I mean,
they could choose any other podcast in the world, baby, but they choose to be here, baby.
That's big facts. Let's go ahead and bring it home, man. Let's talk a little bit of NBA, folks. If you guys didn't know, in the Eastern Conference, you know, the stepchild of the NBA. Everybody know the Western Conference is the real child. We love that one.
Word.
The Eastern Conference, you know, hey, we hug it when the camera's around. In case you guys didn't know, the Boston Celtics, who lost one of their biggest offseason acquisitions in Gordon Hayward 6 minutes into the season. Word. Don't look now, but this team's on fire. Word. Last episode of this show, we talked about the Cavaliers. What's going on in Cleveland? Is it okay? Should they be panicking? Is everything on fire? We can't talk about how disappointing the Cavs are without talking about how amazing the Celtics are. 11-game win streak. In case you guys missed it in last night's game, they lost their all-star point guard, Kyrie Irving. He looked like he took a wrestling move. He took a wrestling elbow to the face. He caught the people's elbow to the face.
Like his own guy.
By his own guy. Gosh. And left the game with a concussion. And they were down 18. And I got to admit, I stopped paying attention to the game. And to my surprise, they won that game on like the backs of some young guys. Jaylen Brown played pretty well. They got a boost from a point guard from the University of Miami, Shane Larkin, who took the Canes to the tourney. Bro, you finna get all this Canes talk today, so you might just relax over there.
Clearly.
Celtics are on a 11-game win streak. LaParis, I feel like you and I both have been a tad bit disrespectful to the Celtics.
We have.
Because we keep saying we don't care what they do. We still think that conference belongs to LeBron James. Is it time for us to reevaluate? That's what I want to know.
I'm gonna maybe not reevaluate, but it's definitely time for us to start paying attention. Spade, before I even talk about that, can the Celtics find Aaron Baines for elbowing Kyrie in the face? They need to find that guy.
That's a damn good question. Can you find teammates?
Yeah, like they need to find Aaron Baines for taking that. I mean, they're already playing without Gordon Hayward. You know, get well soon. But damn, he done took Kyrie out like Aaron Baines. Can they find that guy? Listen, as far as the Celtics, man, I watched that game because I played Dwight in FanDuel. I played Dwight, and Dwight. Okay. Let me tell you something, bro.
Don't bash Dwight Howard, bro. Do not do it.
Al Horford was out. No, Dwight been playing great this season. But Al Horford was out. So I said, let me play Dwight. Dwight about to have a monster game. And you want to know what? Boom, here come the Hornets. They took off. They didn't think the Celtics was going to score more than 9 points in the first quarter. It came down to like a last-second jumper in the first quarter for them to have 11 points in the first quarter. So I'm like, this game is over, man. They about to Kyrie out, no Al Horford. This game is over. But you want to know what, Spade? These young guys, Tatum made some huge buckets at the end of the game. But these guys, they have this will and desire. They believe. Spade, we talk about belief and confidence and all this stuff all the time on this show. And these guys believe they're supposed to win. Tatum hit some big shots. Jaylen Brown made some big shots. Rozier came in, grabbed some big rebounds. He shot terribly, but defensively he was locked in. Aaron Baines was in, his big body, he was leaning on Dwight. Little Shane Larkin scored like 16 points in 15 minutes.
Why you gotta be little Shane Larkin?
Because, you look at Shane Larkin compared to these other guys, and Shane Larkin, he's a journeyman around the league, but you want to know what? That guy came in, and the reason they came back, anybody that saw that game, the reason the Celtics came back was because of Shane Larkin. He gave them quality minutes off the bench. He was a floor general. He was talking to people, putting everybody in the right position where they're supposed to be. Hit some clutch shots. I think he went 5 of 8, if I'm not mistaken. Shane Larkin came off that bench ready to play. And you want to know what, Spade? When you got veterans like Shane Larkin, this is why you get guys like Shane Larkin. Because you want to know what? They can go a week or 2 without playing, but when they get in, they know how to give you quality minutes. And Shane Larkin was a great pickup for them. Even though he don't get that many minutes, he was a good pickup for them. Spade, I was shocked. I didn't think the Celtics had enough to come back, and those young guys played ball, and they played amazing. They got solid minutes from their bench, and it's time. My heart is telling me, man, I don't think they can beat the Cavs in 7 in the Eastern Conference. But my mind is like, you know what? We need to start paying attention to the Celtics because they might be the real deal, especially with these young guys getting all this early experience, Spade. So we gotta keep an eye on the Celtics. I hate to say it. You know what
my mind's telling me?
Go ahead.
My mind telling me it's gonna take somebody to prove to me that LeBron can't just step in the phone booth and come out with the cape. Like, until somebody prove that to me, I still believe it can happen. But I tell you what, hey, this might be the team that can do it. If anybody can do it, it might be this team right here. Those young guys that got over that. Look, last year everybody gave Jaylen Brown a whole lot of hell for saying he ain't scared of LeBron and all that. And LeBron went after that dude and gave him that work. But you know what? When I watched Jaylen Brown play, hey, that kid want it, man. He wants it. He want to be good. And I think he's going to be really good someday, man. And they got a young team over there that could really be set up. You looking at the Cavs looking like LeBron and his homies right now. They ain't really looking too super teenish. They looking like LeBron and the rest of them dudes. So really, when you look around the league, everybody's kind of waiting on Golden State to taper off. And the youth of the Celtics, it looks like by the time that old motor start ticking over there in Golden State, these guys going to be running 93 octane. And I could be wrong, but I'm saying right now, my mind is telling me that the Celtics have built something that could be ready to take over the league as soon as Golden State starts to slow down. Spade. Keep an eye on it.
Gotta give Brad Stevens some credit, man. He's an excellent coach, Spade. That guy's an excellent coach.
What's up with you and coaches today, bro? First you mad at Pagano, now you giving credit to Stevens.
Spade,
why can't it not just be the players, bro?
Spade, want to know why? Because when you got a young team like that, Spade, it gotta take coaching, especially being down by what you said. They was down by 18. I can't even hate on that. They was down by 18. Right. That's coaching, Spade. He coached them guys up.
Or it could be a floor general. It could be a 5'10" floor general from the University of Miami who stepped in and told all the young guys.
Shane Larkin ain't told all the young guys. The coach got to put him in the game.
This a W. Let's eat one. You want to eat a W?
Oh, my God.
You think Shane Larkin told them young kids that?
Hey, Spade.
I think he made it.
Spade, is that not coaching to put Shane Larkin in the game and be like, yo, this kid got it going, let me play him? That's coaching.
Who the hell else was he gonna put in?
I mean, Spade. He could have went with Rozier. He could have went with Marcus Smart. He could have went with anybody. He had options. His options.
Okay.
So he said, Shane Larkin, you up, and that's why it's good to have those type of savvy veterans like that. Shane Larkin came in, did his job. You know, came in, got a good, came with his lunch pail and was ready to ball. It wasn't I'm not in.
16 out the business.
Hey, Spade, you want to know what's crazy? And Shane Larkin seemed to me, at least last night, he ain't not one of those guys. Veterans like Shane Larkin, he's not one of them guys that be like, I gotta get in rhythm. I didn't have my rhythm. It was like, yo, I'm up. Let me put my game face on and let's go to work. And Shane Larkin I was shocked, Spade. I even tweeted last night. I said, look at Shane Larkin leading the Celtics being a floor general. Look at Shane. Spade, we gotta watch the Celtics, bro. We gotta watch the Celtics. Because they might be up.
Agreed.
They might be up. You ready to move on, bro?
Yes, sir. What else we got?
Spade, we got to talk about the trade that happened this week. And Milwaukee and Phoenix made it shake. Eric Bledsoe, if you guys didn't know, was traded to the Bucks for Greg Monroe and Spade, a first-round pick, if I'm not mistaken.
protected first-round pick and a protected second-round pick.
My gosh. Now,
yeah,
we know how you know how I feel about the Greek Freak. You was kind of hard on the Greek Freak, saying you got to get that jumper better.
No, I was kind of honest to that kid, bro. That's what he needs, honesty. Spade, I'm here for you,
Greek Freak has been amazing so far this season. You guys,
he really has, and he still can't shoot.
Spade, the trade, Eric Bledsoe to the Bucks, Greg Monroe to the Suns. Suns got some picks. Spade, talk to your boy. How do you feel about the trade?
You know what's crazy? I think never before in my life have I seen a trade where both sides kind of feel like they ain't really get the best out of the trade. Phoenix Suns fans feel like they didn't get enough back for Bledsoe, which is amazing to me. Bledsoe already didn't want to be there. So usually when you see that situation, you kind of get chips for a player that everybody in the whole league know that man don't want to be there anyway. The only thing I don't understand is the Suns getting another big in Monroe. They're probably going to try to use him for trade bait. They got two picks. They are protected picks. Now, I knew the first round pick was protected. I didn't think the second round pick was as well. They both are protected picks. So, really, did the Suns get anything? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't even know how to feel about it for Milwaukee. You just had a rookie of the year in Malcolm Brogdon.
You love you some Malcolm Brogdon.
I don't know what you telling him. I don't know what you telling him. Hey, Malcolm, good job on being rookie of the year and you know, all your other accolades. Now, move over. We finna get Eric Bledsoe in here, who, last time I checked, kind of has some injury issues. Am I mistaken to think Eric Bledsoe got injury issues, or is that just what my mind tells me about him? I'm going to look that up.
He got some injury issues.
What are we doing? So I don't really know how I feel about it right now. I know that they did put that team on the court for the first time last night, and I think they look pretty good in their debut. But, you know, they say broke clock be right twice a day. I'm going to have to see some more for me to really know. Right now, I can't even lie to you, bro. I don't know how I feel about it.
You want to know what's crazy, Spade? The crazy thing is Jason Kidd, at a long stretch during the game last night, he actually had Bledsoe on the court, Dellavedova on the court, and Brogdon on the court at the same damn time. Now, I don't know how long you're going to be able to keep that up, but nonetheless, they won the game last night. Like you said, we got to see a little more. I'm not mad at them getting Bledsoe. You would at least assume Bledsoe have all-star potential. I want to say all-star. I was about to say star potential, but all-star potential. In the East, Spade? In the East, I think he can.
Ain't he a guard?
Yeah, he a point guard.
Didn't I just tell you the best point guard in the league in the East? His name is John Wall. Ain't Kyrie over there too?
But I mean, that's only two. That's only two.
Kemba's still playing really good, man. People don't talk about Kemba. Kemba's still playing really good. Kyle Lowry's still playing really good.
I ain't say he was going to make it, but the potential. All-star potential. All right, let me speak on Phoenix, because that's where I want to go.
Okay. Because I ain't ready to buy that one, but go ahead.
This is why our show is great. This is why our show is great. But let me speak on Phoenix, because Phoenix trading for Greg Monroe. I said, what? Spade, we was hard. We was hard on Orlando. We was like, man, they got 36 bigs down there and only 15 spots. What the hell is Phoenix doing?
Trying to keep missing the postseason, apparently.
Phoenix got Bender, 7'1". They got Tyson Chandler, 7'1". Marquise Chris, 6'10". Jared Dudley, I would consider Jared Dudley a tweener, 6'7", between power and small.
I would consider him a retiree. Jared Dudley been in the league for 29 seasons.
They drafted Josh Jackson. He's probably a small at 6'8", 200. They got Alex Lynn, Greg Monroe, Alex Peters, and they got Alvin Williams. That's like 7 or 8 bigs right there. TJ Warren too, but I consider him a small forward. But they got 7 bigs at least. Now it's been reported that they are trying to use Greg Monroe as trade bait. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they also trying to trade Tyson Chandler. But Spade, it's reports that if they can't move
Monroe, got an expiring contract.
If they can't move Monroe, they're just sit on him, let him go, or buy him out. I mean, you got to get rid of Bledsoe. I think, in my opinion, I could be wrong. I think they could have got better for Bledsoe than Greg Monroe. They could have got something they can use. But I just don't know. I'm looking at the Suns roster, Spade. Only thing I'm liking is Booker. I mean, they starting like a 30-year-old rookie point guard, Mike James, who's been solid, but he like 30 years old. I don't know what we get from Alex.
What's wrong with 30-year-old people, man? I'm in my 30s.
30-year-old rookie Spade. That's your starting point guard. I'm just saying, man. I just think certain teams like Phoenix, if you're going to go young, you need to go young all the way. I like T.J. Warren. I actually like Tyler Ulis, but he's 5'10". I don't know if they like him as much as I do. But I like Booker. I like Warren.
I like Ulis, too.
I like Ulis. I don't know about Alex Len. Like, he's another guy that's always injury prone. I like Marquise Chris. For whatever reason, they only give him like 15 minutes a night. I don't know what's going on with the Suns.
They don't like him.
Now, clearly, now they talking about, they got Monroe. They don't want to play him. They might use him for trade bait, or they might just sit on him, let his contract expire. They might buy him out. I don't know. I think Bledsoe could definitely help the Bucks. We know Jabari Parker is still out with injury. Greek Freak has been playing amazing. Even Middleton. Middleton has been great so far this season. I think the Bucks is one of those teams we need to watch in the East. But I'm not mad at them getting Bledsoe. I mean, if Brogdon's still going to get his same minutes, what they need to do probably is cut bait with Delly. That's probably what they need to do. Maybe give Delly back to the Cavs.
Especially for that money.
Maybe give Delly back to the Cavs for Iman. I don't know.
Hell no. Cavs don't want him.
I mean, I just... You're looking at this trade, and I'm like, I like Brogdon.
I don't love it. I don't love it.
Shout out to Negro. He like the only Phoenix Sun fan I know. It's only like one of y'all.
And I'm trying to rescue this man because he deserved better. Stop doing this to
yourself. He's doing a good kid.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Now, I don't know, but you said something about if you're going to go young, you kind of want to go ahead and just go with a whole young team.
Yeah.
Okay, with this first-round pick being a protected pick, obviously they can't get it if it's what, like top 12, top 13 or something like that?
Yeah, probably lottery.
If it's a 15 through 30 pick, like that's probably not, that ain't that franchise player. Maybe, and I say maybe because a lot of times you see these guys, that ain't top lotto picks that still,
Yeah.
Do they trade this pick to a team or do they take another young piece? Like, if you Phoenix, what do you do? If you get that pick and it's, 16 through 30. Do you keep it?
I'm not that invested in. I mean, you know this. I'm not that invested in college basketball where I could be like, yo, this draft is deep. I'm not invested in college basketball enough to say that. I'm pretty sure somebody's going to be like, well, they projecting this, in the comment section. I'm pretty sure they're going to say, but they projecting this guy to go 15 to 30. This can help the Suns. I'm pretty sure somebody that's all in on college basketball would be able to say that better than me. But if I'm Phoenix, I might package Monroe with the pick and be like, yo, we got Monroe and a first-round protected pick. Let's make something happen.
Right.
And he's an expiring contract.
What do they need? What would you want?
I would say a point guard, Spade, because it seems like they don't want Ulis out there at 5'10", 160. They got a 30-year-old point guard. They just traded Bledsoe. Brandon Knight has been injured. A guy that's injured. He always injured, seemed to be. I would say
But that's a guy that if he's on the court, man, I know he's terribly unlucky, but Brandon Knight's a good player.
I think he's a good player, Spade, but for whatever reason, people hate Brandon Knight. He just had some injury issues, like, constantly. So I would say a point guard. You got Booker at the 2. I think you still got T.J. Warren at the 3. I like Marquise Chris at the 4. And I guess they trying to move on from Tyson Chandler. They want to start Alex Len at the 5.
Yeah, I like Len if he can stay healthy.
But let me ask you this, babe, because I don't want to spend too much time on Phoenix and Milwaukee. But what is Dragan Bender? Like, he's a 7'1" forward. I don't know if he's I keep asking on Twitter. This is why you guys need to follow.
I've never seen him on the court.
I mean, he play like freaking 15 minutes a night. I always ask on Twitter,
I'm not gonna lie.
Bender, is he good? Is he a good player? Am I not just seeing enough Phoenix Suns? Go ahead.
Let me be honest with you. I got the league pass. Ain't that what it's called?
Yeah.
The NBA league. I don't use my league pass to watch Phoenix.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know nothing about the dude.
But I mean, I ask on Twitter all the time, like, is Dragan Bender a good player? Like, am I missing something with Bender? Because every time I see him play, I swear, I never seen the guy make a shot. I seen him shoot. I never seen him make a shot. In all honesty, I ain't even trolling. So I want to know if people that's the basketball guys, that's loyal supporters of our show. Let me know what's going on with Dragan Bender. Is he a good player? I actually like Josh Jackson too. I think Josh Jackson the rookie they just drafted this year. I think he's going to be a solid player as well.
Can he shoot? Okay. Just
one. I mean, Spade, that's why I think they need to go point guard, bro. I don't know if it's a point guard out there where, that's up for grabs that can change the life of the Phoenix Suns. I mean,
I got the producers in my ear, bro. They said we talking way too long about Phoenix, and Phoenix don't matter.
I agree with them.
They said don't spend this kind of time on Phoenix.
I really don't know. I really don't. Maybe it's a point guard in the draft. I don't know. But we can move on, bro. If you're a Phoenix,
speaking of point guards,
if you're a Phoenix fan or Milwaukee Buck fan, let us know in the comment section about this trade, your team, because I have a lot of questions. Go ahead, Spade.
Yeah, all three of y'all Phoenix fans, hit us up. Let us know what's going on.
Word.
Speaking of point guards, we got to move on, man. This next segment, we probably going to be a little lengthy on as well. So, once again, if you're listening to this podcast at work or at school, don't get in trouble. Or wherever you at. If you're watching it on YouTube, you already know it's an option you can click, watch later, and as soon as you go back to YouTube, it'll throw you right back on it. You don't have to finish this show in one sitting. But if you want to, that's fine, too. Let's talk about a couple of things, and I'm going to try to package this up right here, man, and I'm all over the place. Let's go over to the Western Conference. That's a child we really love in the NBA. Two things that, kind of caught me off guard. Once again, referring back to the last show, we talked about the Pistons surprising us, and we talked about Orlando surprising us. Now, I want to talk about two somewhat disappointments over on the Western Conference side of things. I want to talk about LA Laker rookie point guard Lonzo Ball. And hold on before y'all jump on that. I also want to talk about Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, I know these guys got a win last night. I know they did. But let's not front. Nobody had OKC looking as bad as they've looked this season. I know I didn't, and LaPaz, I don't think you did as well. I kind of want to start off talking Lonzo. You cool with that?
Yeah, let's get it.
Look, man, Lonzo Ball, I don't know why, man. A lot of people not in the middle on this kid. You either a fan of him and you support him through all whatever he do, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, or you absolutely detest the guy, which is probably not his fault. The people I know that don't like him because of his father, which is completely unfair, but that's not what we're here to debate about. We cannot deny the fact that Lonzo Ball has been building a house for the third little pig that the big bad wolf can't huff and puff and blow down. The man is shooting terrible. He is chucking up shots like crazy. I want to know what you think is going on, LaParis. But before you go, I want to tell you what I think is going on.
Okay.
I got to blame my boy Magic, man. And I love Irvin. I love Magic Johnson. That's my dude. I want to blame him. I think they are trying to make Lonzo Ball something he is not. Lonzo Ball was not a scorer like that at UCLA. He wasn't a scorer like that. He could score. But he didn't just come out there. He was never a shoot first point guard. He was a facilitator. And I feel like he is taking a high amount of shots. He's taking a high amount of threes. And that was never his game. I feel like Magic is in his head. They telling him he's this new face of the Lakers. He's Showtime and he got to do this and that. And I think they need to let this kid play his game. I don't think it's his game whatsoever. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a hot take, man. If Lonzo don't get back to being Lonzo, he's going to allow the people in his head to ruin his career. Because even though his numbers are bad right now, it's not something he can't recover from. We've seen people come out and look shaky in their rookie season, put the hard work in and get better. But I feel like Lonzo's getting away from what made him a good player. And you got to find yourself in that, man. It's going to be a lot of expectations for you. A bunch of other people. Lonzo, I'm talking to you right now, man. We hung out. We played the game together. We got the same favorite song. We both feel like March Madness is the greatest song of all time.
Oh, Lord.
Lonzo, get back to doing you, bro. Get these folks out of your head. I'm not even going to tell you what to do or what you need to be doing on the court because you know that better than anybody. You got to do what Lonzo do. Not what LeVar say do, not what Magic say do, not what the Lakers fans, Kobe, whoever else in this man. Bro, this ain't the Lonzo that played at UCLA. This man come out here pulling 8, 9 threes a game. He was never that guy. He was never that guy.
Spade,
you agree or you think I'm tripping?
I want to piggyback off what you said. I agree. Because the crazy thing is he got people in his head saying, be aggressive, shoot the ball, be aggressive. You got to be aggressive. And the kid is tough. It's tough because you got Magic in Summer League saying the Lakers are back. It's Summer League. The Lakers are back. And then you got all around sports media Lonzo got to he shoot 2 times. He got to be aggressive. Then he shoot 12 times. Oh my gosh, he need to change his jumper. It's actually people saying this kid needs to change his jumper. You know what's crazy is everybody is on Lonzo because Lonzo's the big name. He was the guy coming out the league. Ain't nobody talking about folks. Folks done switched hands. He done switched his jumper. And it done jacked up his shoulder. That's why he's not playing. He switched his jumper.
He switched his jumper because he's saying that his shoulder injury forced him to change the way he was shooting. So he couldn't lift his arms up.
You know, people think it's the other way, Spade. People saying that he changed his jumper and that jacked up his shoulder. That's what people are saying. So,
crazy.
Lonzo, in my opinion, you can be aggressive. You can be aggressive and don't have to shoot the ball 15 times. Like, being aggressive don't only mean scoring. Like, I feel like that's what they trying to tell him. Like, oh, you only shoot the ball 2 times. Be aggressive. You know what? If he shot the ball 2 times and he had 10 dimes or 15 dimes or 11 rebounds, a couple of steals, you'll be like, man, that was a solid game. You only shot the ball 2 times. What more? Or if you shoot the ball 5 times and you drive in, you get into the free throw line, it's different situations, different types of aggression for different situations. Yep. If you're taking good shots and he's going 3 for 12, you wouldn't have a problem with that. But if he's taking contested shots just because he hear people saying you got to be aggressive and that's hurting the team. But it's different ways to be aggressive. What I want to see from Lonzo is non-stop effort. As long as he's giving me effort, I can live with bad shooting nights because sometimes shots don't fall. You know, people saying he should change his jumper. I don't know about that. I stopped playing basketball in elementary school. Everybody else got taller. They was like 6'7", and I was like, football is for me. Everybody else kept growing, and I stopped. So football has been my sport ever since.
When was this?
That was like elementary school. I went to high school. When I got to high school,
this man said I was gonna say you stopped. I thought you said you stopped growing. Your height. No. I'm talking
about basketball. Like by the time I got to high school, you know, like
I was gonna clown on you about that.
Yeah, 8th grade. You know, I was playing basketball. Got to 9th grade. Up in high school playing against those guys and dudes was like 6'7". I was like, football needs to be the sport for me. But
came back after his 8th grade summer break.
Yeah, everybody else was
in high school the same height that he was in middle school, folks. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy.
Go ahead, bro.
Don't be that guy. But Spade, people keep telling him to be aggressive. There's other ways to be aggressive aside from shooting the ball 15 times. I want to see the effort. As long as he's giving me, I think the kid will be all right. I agree with you though. I think he needs to get back to playing basketball and having fun because I watch the Laker games because I want to see what Lonzo do. I mean, he got everybody intrigued. So I'm watching. But I hate to say this. It don't look like the kid having fun. I want to get the kid. I want to see the kid out there. Say it again?
He can't be, bro.
That's why. Spade, it's a lot of pressure, and that's the difference between college. At college, you're a lot more free. It's a lot more loose. This is your job now. This is your career. So it's a lot more pressure now, but I at least want to see the effort, and I want to see the kid having fun. You can have them bad nights and still give me effort in other ways, man. They actually compared Jason Kidd rookie stats to Lonzo Ball stats. They asked Jason Kidd about it on another sports network, and Jason Kidd was like, I don't see the comparison. When the comparison is mirror, like, it's the same thing. So we everybody loved Jason Kidd as a player. I don't know how we feel about him as a coach, but as a player, everybody loved Jason Kidd. And I think Lonzo Ball Jason Kidd comparison is a fair one. Jason Kidd couldn't shoot in the beginning either, and then
they called him Ace. Be like, oh, they say he didn't have a J.
Exactly. Now everybody be like, oh, Jason Kidd is up there in 3-pointers made. Yeah, but that came later in his career, and I think Lonzo will be all right. I want to see the effort, and I want the kid to get back to having fun, Spade. That's what I want.
Jason Kidd, one of them guys who. You know, man, getting older is tough, and everybody handle it differently. Jason Kidd, that guy that you still want to believe in your head that you did something that nobody else can't do. Jason, stop. Stop saying you don't see the comparisons. They put y'all numbers side by side. Mirror. I thought they copied and pasted them shits.
For real.
I thought they copied and pasted them shits. Like, stop it.
Splitting images.
The comparisons are there. I just want to tell you this, man. Lonzo Ball shot 41% for the season. His freshman year, starting at UCLA, 41% from beyond the arc. And it's still early in this year, but this man is shooting 22% from beyond the arc right now. That's like, you don't see a big jump like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't see somebody's shooting numbers cut in half. Like he's not. I don't feel like he's playing in the flow. I feel like he's doing more. Now let's talk OKC for a minute.
Before we go to OKC,
go ahead.
one question. Do you think he should change his jumper?
Do I think he can?
Do you think he should?
Absolutely not. Why? Like, made it all the way to the NBA with this jumper. What's wrong with it? It got you there. It got you shooting 41% from 3 in college. What's wrong with it? Because it's not pretty? Do people not know Josh Childress? Do people not know Sean Marion? Do people not know Bill Cartwright? We've seen ugly jumpers before. And take it from me, the ambassador of ugly jumpers. Embrace your ugly jumper, bro. I love my ugly ass overhead release when it go in. Not as much when it clank off the rim, but hey, you got to take the good with the bad.
That's right.
Let's talk OKC for a minute, bro. I had concerns about this team before the year started.
You did.
I said it right here on this very show.
You sure did.
I said I felt like what would happen is down the stretch, OKC was behind. Russ would go back into that mode where he would say, you know what? I don't care about the fact that I got all-star teammates. I know who I trust. Who do I trust? Me. That's who. I felt like he would go straight into that Tony Montana rim. But you know what? That's kind of not what we've seen. We saw it early on, and they didn't necessarily have success with that. And I felt like OKC said, you know what we got to do? We got to, not OKC. I felt like Russ said, you know what I got to do? I got to trust these guys more. And it almost feels like Russ is deferring. I don't feel like, I don't know what's going on with him. And I could be completely wrong, but I know right now, I expected this team to look way better than they are looking right now. LaParis, what do you think is going wrong in OKC? And is it time for them to get it right?
Spade, people were picking this team as a top 2, top 3. I mean, everybody had Golden State 1, but they had them. They had OKC and the Rockets
top 3,
2, 3.
Yep.
Vice versa. Like they had them like that.
Yep.
And I mean, the way they look, Spade. I even tweeted, how can OKC offense? Spade, I've been hard on coaches this whole show.
Oh, here it comes.
And I hate Billy Donovan. I gotta holler at you, bro, because I see a lot of ISO ball. I hit the homies hit me on Twitter and was like, bro, all they play is ISO ball. They got Melo. They got Paul George standing in the corner. Russ break them down and they taking set shots, and that's not what these guys do. The homie King Doom said, man, all they doing is playing ISO ball. And Spade, where is... I hate that. I was hard on coaches this whole show, but where's the coaching, Spade? Where's the ball movement? Where's the pick and rolls? Where's the pick and pops? Where's it at? You got to get these guys in some type of rhythm. Paul George actually got it going last night, but that's just because he's a star. So he's going to have explosions. Same thing with Russ. Same thing with Melo. These guys are excellent players. So of course, out of 82 games, we expect these guys to explode for a type of night that Paul George had last night. So I know somebody in the comment section going to be like, Paul George just went ham last night. What are you guys talking about? They superstars. That's what superstars do. They have these explosions like that. But as far as
you know what's crazy?
Go ahead.
Even with that explosion, they still was in a dogfight with the Clippers.
I was going to mention that.
It still was in a dogfight.
They had to fight for that win. They had to fight for that
exactly.
Win. But Spade.
Exactly.
The consistency that I was expecting for these guys to deliver, I am not getting, and I'm actually shocked. I said the only person that can make this not work was Westbrook. And now I think he's trying too hard to make it work.
I agree.
I think he's trying too hard to make it work. And so far, it has not looked good down there in OKC.
Let me give you a stat that I think is going to surprise you.
Go ahead.
You know who leads that team in scoring per game?
Who's that?
Paul George.
Okay.
You know who's second on that team in scoring per game?
That?
Carmelo Anthony. Russell Westbrook, last year's MVP, the Iron Man, Superman himself, who did everything in the world, is third on this team in scoring. That's a product of Russell Westbrook deferring. And if you're deferring and it's getting your team victories, by all means defer. But Russ, if you deferring, if you sacrificing to keep Paul George happy or to get him his looks or because you're trying to be this leader that everybody, all the haters and critics and sports know-it-alls are saying that you can't be, you're trying to prove these people wrong, and you're making sure Paul George getting his looks, you're making sure Carmelo getting his looks, and the team is suffering, that's a bad thing. Because let me tell you this other stat, and I hate to be the stat geek, but you know who leads that team in PER?
Who's that?
Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook leads that team in PER, but he's third on that team in scoring. I don't know how you want to take it, bro. To me, I feel like Russ got to find a way to play Russ style of ball and get them involved. Now, it's still early in the season. They got time to figure it out. But right now, deferring to PG-13 and Carmelo Anthony ain't no way to get this team where they want to be. Playing like they playing right now? Nah, bro. They ain't going to go far.
No blame on Billy Donovan for the offense, Spade. You give no blame to Billy Donovan?
Why are you so upset
Spade,
with coaches today?
Spade, I agree with you 100%. The players play. I agree with you 100%. But it's Billy Donovan's job to put these guys in a good position for them to be successful. And I'm not seeing that, bro. I'm not seeing that.
How much coaching you think Billy Donovan did last year?
Spade, but it was a little different last year because all he had was Russ. Now he got two other people that he got to put with Russ in a position to be a successful team. And Billy Donovan, I don't think Billy Donovan did much coaching last year with Russ. But and the crazy thing is, I'm thinking he's doing the same amount of coaching this year that he was doing last year, and that's a bad thing,
I'm gonna tell you,
because he got two I think players that both of us consider are great players.
Oh yeah.
Along with Russ, so they got three great players, and I think for them to make that work, it gotta be some type of coaching, Spade. You got Brad Stevens up there coaching a college team and getting dubs and comebacks, and you got Billy Donovan down here in OKC with three dudes that we consider stars, and like the offense just look atrocious. It looked bad, Spade. They came out one game, I don't remember which game it was, forgive me, but they exploded. I mean, they was up big. Second half, they gave up the lead and they got blew out. How? That's coaching, bro. That is coaching.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the blame got to be on Billy Donovan. Billy, coach him up, because I'm gonna tell you what, this their best shot. I don't know if Paul George
ain't never lied.
I don't know if Paul George still gonna go to LA. I don't know if Melo gonna sign and be there long term. This your best shot right here. It ain't gonna get no better than this right here. So, Billy, coach him up. Coach him up.
Let me give you this headline right here. It says PG scores 42. Thunder finally win a close game. That's not a good headline. That's not a good headline. They got to figure it out, man, and they got to figure it out quick. I think they got time to figure it out. And I still think the key to the solution, I think, is Russell Westbrook. I don't think you're saying.
I agree. I told you.
Hey, how many shots you got, PG?
Word.
You got 10?
Word.
Melo, you only got 8? Okay, I'm going to give it to you the next 2 times. That ain't it.
It's weird.
That ain't it. It ain't going to work like that.
Because, we expect these guys. From the outside looking in, you would expect these guys to be like, you know what, let's just play some basketball. Let's just go out here and play some basketball.
I expected a little bit of a bumpy road. I did. I'm not even going to lie. But I don't know that I expected this.
That's what I'm saying, Spade. It's still basketball, Spade. But when you over there, like, you looking up at they always looking up. And I don't know if they're looking up at the replay. I don't know if they're looking at how many field goals somebody got. But they're always looking up at that Titantron board up there. And I'd be like, I wonder is he looking, I wonder is Russ looking like, you know what? Melo got 10 shots. Let me get Paul 10. Now I got to get 10. I don't know. Like I said when we first heard about all this, I said, the only person that can make this not work is Westbrook, and now I feel like he is trying extremely too hard to make it work. And just play ball, bro. Just play ball. Play ball. Play ball. Because this is your best shot. Spade, let's move on.
I agree.
Let's move on.
All right, bro.
You got to pick him again. Shout out to Spade. Spade been on this crazy streak. I actually picked the Cavs to beat the Rockets. It was actually a great game. Shout out to Jeff Green.
It was a great game.
Jeff Green has been the Cavs' second best player behind LeBron James. Can somebody step up? I mean, the Rockets just
played good for Houston, bro. I didn't catch that game.
The Rockets just Clint Capella, bro, is becoming a player.
I love that guy.
You always love Clint Capella, but he is becoming a beast, bro. They killed them on the offensive glass. But Spade, you won that Pick'Em game. So if I'm not mistaken, you up 7-3. The Rockets win that game.
I am so shocked.
7-3. But I got a good one for us this week. Now I know by the time you guys see this show, this game will already be played. We are recording this early Saturday. The game hasn't been played. It's a huge game this week. The homie Spade got his juices flowing. He ready. Miami is back, and that's why we going Notre Dame.
I need a chain.
Notre Dame versus Miami as the Pick'Em game. Spade, I got to start with you, and I want to score, bro. Notre Dame, Miami, Spade. Who you got?
Around here that could be a chain. Can we get a SAS turnover chain? Ooh, we should get a Pick'Em game chain, and I'll just keep it forever because you're never winning this. This week, man, let me tell you, I'm very, very concerned about this game, and I want to get serious for a minute. You guys,
that wasn't what you were singing earlier,
bro.
Oh, relax, okay,
bro.
Okay,
relax.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
Now, if you guys are watching this show on YouTube, man, you see the gear. In case you're not watching on YouTube, I would describe the gear. We are in Miami Hurricane gear from head to toe.
You are in. Say you. Don't say we. Say you.
So you're not supporting. All right.
Bro, say you.
See, this is what's wrong with the ACC. You should have our back. Anyway, let me tell you my concerns about this game, man. Notre Dame runs the football, and they run the football very well.
They do.
They run it very well. What concerns me, though, is we got a young defense, and I'm not saying we can't contain the run because we did a pretty good job of it. But I got to admit, man, when we played against Georgia Tech, who, even though they run the option, them boys was running that football on us for a minute, man. They was running that football. What makes me feel confident about this game, Notre Dame does not have a great, they don't have a great pass defense. You know what we pretty good at, bro? Slinging that pigskin. We got Braxton Berrios out there looking like the real deal. We got Armand Richards looking like the real deal. So basically, what I'm saying is this. I got the Canes in a hard-fought game. Hard-fought. Hard-fought.
Give me a game. Give me a score.
24-21 Miami.
Ooh.
What's wrong with that? You don't think we can score 24 points?
I'm about to say that's a lot of points. Phew.
Bro, they are bad against the pass. I'm telling you. I did my research.
Okay. All right. So, listen. Anybody that know me know one of the teams that I despise, that I cannot stand, that I hate is Notre Dame.
Whoa.
I cannot stand.
Oh,
I mean, more than I don't like the Canes either. But it's more than I hate Notre Dame more than I hate the Miami Hurricanes. And I know that's crazy because Florida State and Miami got this rivalry. But I hate Notre Dame more than I hate Miami. But
we preach love on this show.
But Spade, I'm picking the Canes.
Okay.
I'm picking the Canes.
Okay. By the time you come to your senses.
Let me say this. One thing Miami, you want to know what shocked me about Miami? And I heard people talking about this defensive line, and this could potentially be one of the best defensive lines in the nation. Spade, these guys turn the ball over. They turn the ball. They get turnovers. And I think it got a lot to do with that booster's chain.
Whoa, bro. I got to edit that out. I can't let you
I think it got a lot to do with that booster's chain. You got to investigate that chain. But I don't know how that chain about $100,000. But Spade.
That's Mark Richt chain. He brought it over from Georgia. Come on.
Them boys turn the ball over. And I think if they are able to get turnovers against Notre Dame, especially if you Spade, Notre Dame rushing attack is potent. It's potent. Yeah. If they got to stack the box and make Notre Dame throw that ball. Now they quarterback. I kind of like their quarterback. Notre Dame. I hate Notre Dame, but I kind of like their quarterback. A little bit. But if they put it in his hands and make that kid have to throw the ball and get some turnovers, this game could be Miami's to win. Spade, I got it as a tight one, bro. You gave them 20-something points each. I got it as a tight one, bro. I got it like a
what you got?
17-10, 17-14 type of game. I got it as a nail scratcher dog fight. Like, I think it's gonna be a tough one.
You got it 17. I got it 24. It's just one more score. Relax.
It's gonna be a tight one. I might be willing to go 16 because it's some field goals. 16-10, 16-13. But I got the Canes, and And I'm not confident saying that, but I got Miami.
Listen, why you gotta say that? Why you gotta say you're not confident?
Because I'm not.
You know what? You really wanna say that you got Notre Dame, but you're afraid to get further behind me in the Pick'Em game.
Absolutely
and
not.
That's the truth. And I don't even know if we want your support over here. I'm gonna have to refer with my other Miami Hurricane people. If we don't want your support, I'm putting you down for Notre Dame regardless of what you said.
No. I'm picking the Canes.
Because it got to be sincere. We want sincere. Okay.
I'm picking the Canes, babe. I'm gonna tell you the way Barrios has been playing this season. He's definitely going to be a New England Patriot. That kid has been playing out of this world, man. Every time I see
Bill
Barrios,
Belichick is already telling his guys, "Get me this other little Wes Welker, Julian Edelman,
every time
Chris
I see
Hogan
Barrios,
looking
he's
guy."
making some crazy catch. He just looked like he fit the New England Patriot system. So I can definitely listen. I like the kid. He a tough nose. He ain't as big. You know, he a tough nosed little dude that just all he do is make plays. And I think he's gonna make some plays tonight, man. I think he's gonna make some plays.
You damn right he will, LaParis. Well spoken, bro. It's the best thing you done said all episode.
Spade, let's move on, bro.
All right. I gotta admit, y'all, I got feels right now because never heard LaParis come out and co-sign Miami. It feels it's right here.
They better deliver.
Up under my chest. Damn,
trying to give me a
you
win.
gonna threaten us?
Yeah, I'm trying to give me a win, damn
You
it.
need it.
I need it.
You need it. Last segment of the show, man, we call this the Strong Arm Performer of the Week. It is a very prestigious award in podcast land, man.
Yes.
We get this award away to the male or female who raised his or her level of play to ensure that their team got the victory. If you ever win one of these, man, it means that you were phenomenal, at least for one game or 1 week. LaPaz, you are on the hot seat, bro. Who gets your Strong Arm Performer of the Week and why?
I just talked about this guy. Like, when you got 3 superstars, like I said, these games are expected. It's 82. It's a long season. It's 82 games, and we're gonna see games from this guy again like this. We're gonna see games from his teammates like this. But the guy went bananas last night, and for that reason, I had to give mine to Paul George this week. He had 42 points, 9 rebounds, 7 dimes, 3 steals, and a 120 to 111 win over the LA Clippers. And I mean, like I said, these guys are superstars. They're gonna explode for these type of games, and for that reason right there, Paul George, you are my Strong Arm Performer of the Week. Paul George, well deserving. Went bananas last night.
Okay, I mean, that's pretty good. Let me see what I'm gonna do. I really got no idea what I'm gonna do. Bro, chill.
Before he go,
bro, don't do this. I got 2 different people.
Before he go, y'all, I gotta ask the long supporters: should we implement the ban? Let me know in the comment section down below.
I don't know what I'm about to do.
I will put a poll on Strong Arm Sports Twitter. We're gonna vote: should the ban be implemented? Let me know. Listen, it's gonna be a poll. I want you guys to vote. Go ahead, Spade.
Bro, you don't even know what I'm gonna do.
I know what you're gonna do.
2 different. No, you don't, because I don't even know. I got 2. I got stats pulled up right here on my computer, y'all. I got 2 different people. Now, I will admit, one of my options is a guy who exploded.
Oh, Lord.
22 points in the first quarter on 100% shooting. 53 points in 3 quarters on a very efficient shooting night. I'm talking about what James Harden did to the Utah Jazz, who's supposed to be a defensive team, man. They got Rudy Gobert and all these other folks. They got Derek Favors. And, one of the guys that I told you to keep an eye on for Rookie of the Year. LaParis, are you good?
I'm all right. Go ahead.
He's kind of being rude right now.
Go ahead.
So I got his exact numbers. He shot 19 of 25, 7 of 8 from beyond the arc, 11 of 12 from the charity stripe, had 13 dimes, 56 points, man. I'm talking about James Harden. And if I don't give it to him, I'm going to make my decision right here live on air. I got no idea what I'm going to do. Or I'm going to give it to this guy who played against the Cleveland Cavaliers, gave them a triple-double, 35 points, 13 assists, and 11 rebounds against King James. And I'll be damned, that's James Harden too. So without any further ado, the Strong Arm Performer of the Week from both members of Strong Arm Sports, a unanimous award recipient for like the 3rd time in his career. James Harden was the best player on the planet for this week. Nobody had a better week in sports than James Harden. And for that reason, I veto LaParis' award to Paul George, give me this shit back, Paul. You can't have this. And James, you get both of them. You are unanimously the strong arm performer of the week.
We gotta implement the ban, y'all. Like, we gotta do it. Like, seriously.
Bro, who was better than James Harden this week?
Paul George went ham last week, babe. Paul George went ham last week.
I said, what?
Bro,
how many? 42? 42's ham?
Honorable mention.
What's 56?
Honorable mention could have went to Marvin Jones, who went ham against the Packers. The only reason I didn't pick him because it was the Packers. Everybody go ham on the Packers.
Honorable mention really should have been Shane Larkin coming off the bench, putting up 16 points, helping his team get the win when Kyrie Irving had a little bloody nose. Oh, I can't play through a bloody nose. Russell Westbrook can play through a dent in his face, but I'm going to sit down because I got bopped in the nose and I can't play no more. Shane Larkin said, okay, you want to sit down because you got bopped in the nose.
He had a concussion.
I thought he just got bopped in the nose.
No, he was out with a concussion. Anyway.
I talked to Shane Larkin last night. Shane said he got bopped in the nose. Shane said, okay, since our star want to sit down because he got bopped in the nose, I'll throw the cape on and win this game for us. So honorable mention goes to Shane Larkin unanimously from both members of SAS. Shane Larkin.
Strong arm performer of the week.
Bro, I took that back from Paul George.
Listen,
you don't deserve that, and you know it.
I'm going to put a poll up and ask you guys, should we implement the ban? Because this is just getting out freaking rages. Like, it got to go. Like, we got to stop it. We got to stop it.
No. The defenders guarding James Harden need to stop it. Oh. It ain't my fault he cooking up the league.
Listen, man.
I mean, if the MVP was given out right now, he would win it. You know that, right?
Spade,
I'm just being honest.
Before I close the show, Spade, do you got anything else to add, please?
Yes, tonight at 8 o'clock. And of course, you guys are already, it'll be over with by the time you guys are watching this show. I did it last week and it worked, so we're going to do it again this week. Tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time, I need all of you sending your positive energy to the Miami Hurricanes as they do battle against evil. This is the battle of good versus evil. Notre Dame is evil. And I need your positive energy sent to the Miami Hurricanes. Go ahead, bro.
As usual.
LePage, you all right? As
usual. We're going to implement this ban. I'm going to get you guys to vote on it because this is just getting out of hand. So the NBA season only been like 3 weeks, and James Harden done got this award 7 times already this season. And it's only like game 11.
2 from me and 1 from you.
It's only like game 11. Anyway, as usual, we want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Strong Arm Sports. As usual, if you're new here, bang the subscribe button. It takes 2 seconds. If you're a regular, hit the like button. It's a little bell up there you can hit that send you it's a little bell up there that sends you the notification straight to your phone, let you know a new episode of Strong Arm Sports is now on YouTube. But if you don't want to see 2 dudes arguing in the box, we got audio podcasts everywhere. SoundCloud, ऊPodOmatic, iTunes. We everywhere. We want to thank you guys for your continued support. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below about every topic that we talked about. And Spade, before you go, anything else?
Nah, man.
I want to say, I'm
trying to put me on the hot seat because you want me to say something else about the Canes.
No. I'm in the show and I'm going to say go Canes. I want the Canes to beat Notre Dame.
Hey!
I'm in the show by saying go Canes.
I appreciate that, bro. We're going to remember this.
They better not let me down. I'll tell you that because if they do, I'm flaming them next week. But listen, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. And we'll see you guys next episode. We out. Peace.